This is going to be the first race we use our upgraded car in. Our car doesn't have quite as good acceleration as the others, but by following the driving advice I give you, you shouldn't have any trouble winning. On this first corner you can cut into it slightly early, which will save you a bit of time. Now coming up on the left there's a very good shortcut, and you should definitely use it. If you remember, I upgraded the engine, transmission and the brakes. If possible, try not to brake when coming up to this corner because you'll need your speed to get up that hill. Now there's two bends coming up, and stick to the left of the first one so you're in position to take the next one quite easily. Here you have the choice of either going left or right, and just take the left one because it's the shorter route. Now use your normal brakes to slow down early in this corner. I have a tendency to use the handbrake, but it doesn't always work well. I can hear the others very close behind me, but once we go through this shortcut, we'll have a bit more distance. Take this turn without braking again. And stick close to the corners when you're going through here. He's just got me out of position a bit there. This car also has a bit of understeer, so it's hard to stick to the corner when you're not in the right position. So it's pretty clear that I've won now, but I quite enjoyed this race actually. The other drivers were never too far behind, and they were putting a bit of pressure on me.
Yo, it's Raj. If you need any parts or think you got enough for a new ride, head over to one of the shops. I told them you're a friend, so they should be cool. They're on your map. Check it out.
Time for the second race. A sprint race this time. It's always a bit trickier since you don't have time to learn the route. Once the other cars are out of the way, try and get yourself onto the inside. It'll be important for the first turn. Stick as close as you can to the bends here. And now you want to place your car on the right hand side of the road so you can take the next bend more easily. This roundabout coming up is an easy place to crash, so try not to go too quickly through here. There's a shortcut on the right just now, and I don't recommend you use this one because you have to slow down to take it, and also it's not that advantageous after all. Stick to this next large turn as close as you possibly can, otherwise you'll find your car sliding a lot if you go wide. Just lost control a bit there because the road isn't flat. It's really important that you brake for this turn and stick to it as closely as possible. You can lose a lot of time if you don't do it properly. There's a good shortcut coming up, but you have to stick close to this first bend to get into position for it. Now you're getting towards the end of the shortcut, turn out a bit early so you don't end up on the opposite grass, like I have, and then losing all of your speed, which is a pain in the arse, and having all the other cars catch up to you right now. Like for all bends similar to this one, don't brake on it.
Hey, when you're being chased by the 5-0, take a look at your map. You'll see a bunch of icons. These are structures you can use to shake the cops off your back. You just smash into them, instant pursuit breaker moment. If the cops aren't damaged, they'll probably stop to render assistance. Trust me, they work.
With the cops behind me up, your boy is grimy, keep...
So now let's see what the next race is. I think it's another sprint race. You'll want to place yourself on the right hand side so you can take the next corner more easily. Also, doing this helps you avoid the other racers while you're turning. On the left there's a nice little shortcut you can take through a car park.
Monitoring, we're receiving numerous calls from the public about dangerous drivers. They were last reported heading north on Chancellor Way. I need you to clear and head up that way, please.
Any other info on that? Log me onto that call, head up that way for you.
Keep him inside, I might have lost him, stand by.
Found him. Holding on to 6.
There's quite a few more cars on the road now, so make sure you don't crash, otherwise it's almost impossible to recover from.
Bravo 29. Advise on your situation.
No change here, driver refusing to stop. I'm still code 3.
Units heading out to the pursuit call. Be advised, suspect was last reported heading west past Heritage Heights. A quadrant will be set up around the last known direction of travel.
I just felt like doing that. Now to get away from the police. Fortunately, this race ends quite close to my favourite pursuit breaker.
I lost sight of him. Here we go. Stand by. I'm trying to sit down him. And holding on.
I'm just going to brake slightly to give him time to catch up.
If I can get around,
I want him just behind me.
I'll update when I can. Let's get a quadrant going. It got away from me.
Remaining units, be advised, vehicle wet VCB heading westbound past Heritage Heights. Quadrant should be set up in the surrounding area. Call is still code 6.
I'll move on to doing another challenge series event now.
Fresh out the house, got the beat. As I ride up and down Martin Luther King Drive, standing tall, looking down. Boys pitching on.
So we have to evade the police with a minimum bounty of 1,000. It should be easy enough.
District members, be advised, we have a code 6 suspect attempting to evade police. Driver has aggressively engaged members to avoid custody. Suspect is in a green Mazda.
I really like the handling on this car.
Suspect heading east on Highway 99. We're going to slow this down. Pass him, form up on a 1075, and do not let him get by you.
The bounty rises the longer the pursuit lasts, but damaging other cars and property will make it rise faster. If you heard somebody crashing into the first lorry. We're already halfway there.
Echo 24. Please update when you can.
Having a hard time staying with him. Code 6 causing me a lot of problems. Let's get a 10.
It looks like I'm about to lose him, but I still need 200 more bounty, so I'll slow it down a bit.
Cancel that. He's right in front of me. Dispatch confirmed. This guy's code 6. Request immediate backup.
Copy that, Delta 20.
1036, suspect side. He slammed into a gas station. Gas pumps have ignited.
Time to evade them.
My car's down. I need someone to take this guy. Bravo 2-4. 1044 with the pursuit. Let's start a quadrant. I lost the vehicle.
Units heading out to the pursuit call. Be advised, suspect was last reported heading south to the Petersburg interchange. I have a go to set up a containment. Switch call over to TAC 3.
Now I'll move on to the last 3 races before we can challenge Taz. Oh good, a knockout race, I quite like these.